Hello and welcome to Dee Dee Blooms. In this video I'm going to feature my Cochleanthes and Chondranthes orchids, and I've been showing them periodically, the ones I've had longer and the newer ones I've been getting. I just had a big haul from Ecuador and I repotted the newer ones that I got, and they're back here in the collection looking great. This is the, let's see if it'll focus. Oh my goodness, it will not focus. Chondrorhyncha hirtzii. I just love the look of this one. And this one is also very, very heavily foliaged back here. Featured it in the Ecuador haul video. Some of the leaves are still pretty floppy. I planted both of these, or potted these up in self-watering. And this is the Keforia Alice Marlow. Oh my goodness, I just discovered a flower spike. We're gonna have a flower spike soon, right there. Well, that is exciting to get a brand new plant and you already get a flower spike. Well, I wanted to show you these types today because several of them are in bloom for me. And they're all fragrant. The one I've had the longest is my Chondranthes Amazing Andrea, Pretty in Pink. I'll put up pictures of her flowers. Those who have watched my channel for a while and paid attention to what I feature, a lot of times she's blooming for me and I'm showing her beautiful flowers. Well, only just this last blooming did I discover that she is actually fragrant. I've always said she's not fragrant. In one early morning I came in and I decided, I don't know, to stick my nose near her flower, and there was this really light, sweet fragrance. I would not have been able to detect it without like really putting myself down in there. So I was wrong all these years. She is fragrant and she's working on this next bud, and she's a good sized plant, and I'm having trouble with accordion leaves. All these new roots are up top here, so I'm either going to repot her soon, or I'm going to figure out a way to tuck some moss all along the base here to try to hydrate her better. I want to support this new growth to fully mature. And it's already put out one flower recently, and she should put out up to 6 flowers from this growth, maybe even more this time. That's how many I got from the last one. So it's just, and she blooms multiple times a year. So just a wonderful, wonderful plant. This one I don't have in self-watering. When I do repot, she's going to go into self-watering. She's filled this out pretty well. But I don't really want to repot her while she's blooming. So I'm thinking just supporting her better with some moss up over here. The elephant in the room is this one right here. Just a huge, huge flower. This is the largest flowered one I have so far. Not too sure what the 2 newer ones in the back are going to produce. We'll find out soon on the one as to size. But this is my aromatica, and it's Cochleanthes, although the tag says the Orchids, however you pronounce it, also known as Cochleanthes, is my understanding. So this flower spike came from this newer growth back here. It's the only one I've had, so it's the first time blooming for me. And it's got this tiny little growth back here trying to work its way, but also accordion leaved. So I think I need to water better on the top level. It's in a self-watering, but they just really need consistent moisture throughout. So I'm sure the bottom part layer is very well moisture, but the top part, I still have to run water through it. And she's just gorgeous, and a very sweet floral scent. Very nice. It's like somebody painted those stripes. So the next one that's in bloom, this is the third flower that this one has done for me, or fourth. I think she did, yeah, third flower this season, but she did one flower last spring, actually. So again, these are capable of blooming multiple times a year. It just depends on when their growths mature. So this is a Keforia, KFC. I always forget what it stands for. I'm so sorry. Chondranthes, or crossed with the Chondranthes. And so this is from Sunset Valley Orchids, one of their hybrids. I don't know if they still have it on their site. I think they do. Actually, they do. I know they do. And she's been maturing new growths. Again, accordion leaves. So I really have to ramp up watering from the top to make sure the top layer is moist. And this one, she's producing smaller flowers with a green tint on the bottom petal, or actually, no, it looks like the 3 petals have that little green tip. Very cute. The sepals, let's see, do not see a green tip, but they all have a little blush of striped pink, beautiful pink lip, and she's also very sweetly fragrant. Just loving her. And then the most fragrant one here is my aromatica. This one fills a room. Cochleanthes aromatica. And she is in bloom. Walk in the room and I smell her right away. Look at that beautiful purple on the lip. And the frilly, can't talk, frilly lip we got going on. Some fringes and it curls. And the beautiful green petals and sepals, kind of twirly on the edges. And then I have another bud back here. This is going to be her 4th flower this season. So again, I just wanted to feature these. I've mentioned them quite a bit. I do have accordion leaf problems, so I'm trying to work through that. Again, I think what it is self-watering and the wicking of the moss, because I have a lot of moss in the self-watering ones, is not covering this top layer, which I like to put bark on to keep the moss from getting like, you know, all green and possibly growing too much algae or something. So, because these are growing under bright Barina lights. But the problem is a lot of the roots are at the surface. So I've got to rethink this. Either up my watering schedule to get water in that top layer more often, which is hard because I have a really large collection, or just pot up totally moss and forget about, stop worrying about, you know, the moss turning green. And I just don't like the look of it. I don't know. I guess it's natural, but I don't care for the look of it so much. So the newer ones in the back here, I potted lower in the pot than I've ever potted these ones. And so I'm really curious how that's going to turn out. And one of them today, I have to move this out of the way for a moment so we can see. Way back here, this one bloomed recently. I had it in a video. Oh my goodness, I've got another flower bud. Oh, I'm so excited. I am going to repot this one today. In the self-watering, this center leaf is not doing well. I'm not sure why. Maybe some water splattered on it accidentally. So I'm sad about that, but really, really happy I'm getting another flower from this growth. So I have it sitting in a self-watering pot, but it's still in the nursery pot that I received it from Equigenera. And this is a Cochleanthes flabelliformis. Let's see, any other buds? I'm just moving that other way. Don't see any others, so it's working on the one back here. And it dries out really quick because they're very thirsty. So I am going to repot this today in self-watering. I'm also going to repot my smallest one is my Cochleanthes discolor. And it just, again, it dries out so quick. This one has not bloomed for me yet. They can bloom when they're smaller. I have a feeling it's not blooming for me because I'm not keeping it hydrated enough. Again, this is my smallest one. Hopefully me getting it into self-watering will have it grow better. So definitely getting those into self-watering today. Yeah, so that's the plan, and I've got a little Oncidium Twinkle mixed in here. But otherwise, these are all of my beautiful, beautiful Cochleanthes and Chondranthes types. Fragrant, bloom multiple times a year. You just can't go wrong. There's all the different sizes and different petal looks, and just loving this genre. So if you've never tried them before, I recommend it. And I hope this kind of feature on all of them maybe gives you a little bit more courage if you've been a little worried about trying them or don't really know much about them. Again, they love their moisture. Get them in a self-watering pot. Watch the top. I'm struggling with the accordion leaves. Again, I'm either going to recommend to you just put it all moss all the way up, forget about the stupid top layer, or just pot them down deeper. What I'm afraid about the deeper is rotting any of the bases. So again, I did it with the two newest ones in the back. We'll see how it goes. So I'll do an update eventually on these again, because I'm going to be getting some more flowers. Woohoo! But thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. Hopefully it was helpful to anyone or someone. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!